Welcome to Senior Night here at Bella Vista High School in Fair Oaks, California. It's the first of two that we'll have for you here on YouTube. This one, we are honoring 4 seniors of the Bella Vista girls basketball team. And in fact, if you take a look at the screen right now, you'll see some of the setup going on as a pregame ceremony is about to get underway here in the gym prior to tonight's game between the Bella Vista Broncos and the River Valley Falcons. The matchup tonight, we'll get more into that in just a second, but at this point in time, we're focused on 4 seniors for Bella Vista who are going to be honored this evening, those being Sam Graham, who has been injured all season, Gretel Hess, Chloe Yanez, and Autumn Shannon. So those festivities will be getting underway in just a few moments. Good evening, everybody. George Tharlson along with Scott Hackman. We welcome you to another live stream here on YouTube as we bring you the Bella Vista girls and River Valley. And Scott, first of all, I know you're a coach, lacrosse coach. We'll be talking about that. But also you've got a basketball background as well. Senior night's always something special.
It is special, George. I mean, the 4 seniors that we have that we're going to celebrate tonight, it's definitely been on the calendar for a long time. Very exciting.
And your heart goes out to Sam Graham.
Absolutely.
She's missed the year due to an injury. Unfortunately, she's not going to be able to play in the game tonight, but it's great that she'll be honored, especially for the career that she's had here at Bella Vista.
Yeah, for sure. Sam's been a big part of this program and a big part of the team. Early injury in the season definitely kept her out, but definitely part of the senior group nonetheless.
Well, let's go ahead and pick up the action on the floor right now as you may notice lots of cowboy hats and flannel shirts and things like that because it is a Western theme tonight. Happy trails to the young ladies who are being honored this evening. So we will go ahead and pick up the activities on the floor and recognize these 4 seniors who have given their heart and soul to the Bella Vista basketball program for the last 4 years.
I know Coach Brian's going to be the MC tonight, and a lot of these girls are very special to him as well. He's been with them for a couple of years now, so I'm sure he'll have some nice things to say.
He's got the microphone in hand, and I think that they're just waiting for just a final few pieces to the puzzle, if you will, the senior night puzzle.
Shout out to Kristen Hackman and Coach
Ladies
Becky
and
Stewart
gentlemen,
for putting the flowers together.
Tonight is a special evening. It is senior night for Bella Vista High School girls basketball. Thank you for all being here. Before we prepare for the varsity matchup, we want to honor the seniors for both River Valley High School and, of course, your Bella Vista Broncos. For River Valley, we want to acknowledge number 5, Allison Byrne. And number 34, Tanvi Joshi. Great season, great career, ladies. And now we honor the 4 seniors for Bella Vista Broncos. Number 5, Chloe Yanez. Chloe is accompanied by her parents, Michael and Jenny. Come on out, Chloe. Chloe is a 4-year player for the Broncos. Her favorite basketball memory is beating Sac High in the Broncoville Memorial Tournament for 3rd place, and then bouncing back from a concussion that sidelined her for many games and getting back into the rotation. After graduation, she plans on playing field hockey and lacrosse while studying sports psychology in Wisconsin at Marian University. Great season and great career, Chloe. Now, number 20, Autumn Shannon. Autumn is a 4-year player for the Broncos. She is accompanied by her parents, Dawn and Colleen. Her favorite basketball memory is when Coach Track showed up to her game the same day he had surgery. He was that dedicated to them. After graduation, she plans to further her education in diesel and automotive mechanics. Great job, Autumn. Now number 25, Gretel Hess. Gretel is also a 4-year player. She's accompanied by her parents, Jared and Katie, and her little sister, Penny. Her favorite basketball memory is watching the Folsom Lake College basketball game with the entire team together. After graduation, she plans to attend college and pursue social work. Let's hear it for Gretel. And finally, number 55, Sam Graham. Sam is a 3-year player for the Broncos. She's accompanied by John, her mother Shanna, brother Max, and sister Madeline. Her favorite basketball memory is hitting the half-court buzzer beater versus Rosemont at the Clarksburg tournament last year. After graduation, she will be attending CSU Long Beach, majoring in film and production. All right, Sam. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please let's hear it for all these seniors. This is the culmination of a lot of dedication. We tip our hats to you, ladies. And now we will have a brief interlude while the teams warm up and get ready for the matchup. Thank you.
And one of the really cool things, Scott, that they did here tonight is that they recognized the 2 seniors on the River Valley team as well. I thought that would be, that was really kind of cool that they did that. We did that with boys lacrosse last year too. So
Yeah, absolutely.
And they do. They deserve to be recognized, and they of course will have their senior night a little bit later on. But that's really a nice thing to do. The 4 seniors are getting their picture taken with the balloon marquee, and now the rest of the team is kind of photo bombing, I guess, if you will, or crashing the party to get things going. Well, let's talk about this this game tonight. First of all, the players are about to, as you just heard, players are about to start their warm-ups in just a few minutes. But let's talk about this. Obviously, for both of these teams, River Valley comes into the game at 9-14, 2-5 on the season. I think there might be an outside shot for them to get one of those top 4 spots and maybe make the playoffs. But still at 2-5, that's probably a lot of strange stuff has to happen for that to work out in their favor. Bella Vista, their conference record is 1-7. So pretty much what you want to do at this stage is you've got a big night for Bella Vista, of course, it's senior night. You want to play well tonight and just play out this season. For the younger players, they have something to play for, obviously, for next year. Get ready for next year. For the players that are graduating, their future could or might not involve basketball. We'll just have to see where that goes. But a game that certainly both teams want to do their best at, put their best showing tonight, and pull out the W. Yeah,
absolutely. I'm excited. You know, as you mentioned, River Valley, they definitely have a couple seniors that it's nice to see them getting recognized. And then Bella Vista, I know, is hungry on this senior night. They want to get a home win. They want to get that second conference win, and they really want to do a good job in front of all their family and friends.
And obviously it's been a frustrating run through conference play. They won the opener against Roseville. It's
true.
And then they've lost 7 straight, including one to River Valley back not long after that win over Roseville. And it was a 44-40 loss up in Yuba City. And Becky Stewart, the head coach at Bella Vista, laments about that game to this day because of all the opportunities they had to put that one away, and they just couldn't do it.
They did, yeah. River Valley came back at the end. I was at that game. They put on a pretty stifling press and snuck it out, as you mentioned. I mean, a 4-point ball game in this conference, or it's always any night. It's going to be a tough competition with close games, and that's exactly what it was.
Well, and a stifling press for a team that only has 7 players.
Yeah, they run and run and run, and they're all athletic. Every single one of them. You'll notice every single one of them is athletic.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about this River Valley team, and here let's take a look at the Falcons as they warm up. Number 1, Gurleen Najjar. Her brother, we saw him play when River Valley came down here to play the boys team a couple of weeks ago. She averages 7.5 points per game, which is 6th in the Capital Valley Conference. But she's one of the players that we will be focused on tonight. Another one to watch for is Avneet Gill at 5'9", a 5'9" junior. She's number 4, 8.2 points per game. Those are the third and second leading scorers. They're just building up to their leading scorer, Tanvi Joshi, 13 points per game, and as luck would have it, that's what she scored against Bella Vista on January 8th. She hit her average in that 44-40 win. Number 34, a 5'8" senior. She is the leading scorer. She is the 4th highest scorer in the Capital Valley Conference, and season high, she had 19 points and 15 rebounds against Faith Christian. She's also going to be their top rebounder for this team tonight. And so those are their top scorers. They have Claudia Dudek, who averages about 6 points per game, and Sukman Kandola at 4.5 that will probably also get on the bench. But as you mentioned, not only can these players score, but they have the quicks to put up that pressure defense, and obviously they've got the stamina as a 7-player team to run when they need to run.
Yeah, absolutely. I know that, Josie, number 34, definitely what stands out about her is just she's leading the team in points per game and rebounds per game. So she's a good rebounder too, has some height on her. Should be fun to watch.
For Bella Vista, well, you know, when we talk about the boys team, we always start with Damian Rickett. Well, for the girls, we start with Ellie Tomey, 18 points per game. She's set 3 records this year. Most points in a game, that was 48 against Vacaville in December. That is a career high. That is a Bella Vista record, I should say. And the previous record was set in 2006. Where these players were either not alive or they were just barely alive. That was Carly Wood that had 38 points in a game in 2006. That was 18 years ago. 12 3-point shots made in a game. That was also at Vacaville. Previous record, Carly Wood, 2006, was probably her 38-point game.
Probably, that makes sense.
That would have had to have been that. And then 88 3-point shots made in the season so far. Every time she hits a 3-point shot, it's a record because she had set that record. The previous record was set of 73 was set by Christy Williams in 2010. Those of us that are somewhat, you don't even have to be great at math to know 88, 100, 12 points is the record for one game. If she ties the record tonight, she'll have hit 100 3-point shots in the season.
Oh, wow.
And it would be cool if she could do that in front of our cameras tonight. But you know she's going to hit 100 at some point this season because I believe there's still 3 more games to go after this.
That's right.
So you know that she's probably going to at least hit her average of close to 4 3-point shots per game. And so that will get her there. But she's obviously been a great find for Bella Vista as she transferred from the Ambrose School in Meridian, Idaho after her first 2 varsity years as a freshman and a sophomore. And so she's been a great contributor to this team. And we'll be honoring her at senior night next year.
Yep, that'll be a nice night too for her and a couple other juniors on this squad.
Also, names to look for if you're just joining us for the first time, or maybe you haven't seen a lot of the Bella Vista girls team. Ava Jensen, the sophomore. They got 2 more years with her, 5.5 points per game, and she's also the leading rebounder, not just for the team, but for the entire league, with 11.1 point rebounds per game. So you know that she's going to be crashing the boards on the missed shots, and with her height, I believe. What is she?
About 6'1", right?
6'1"?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she'll have that opportunity to take it back to the basket too, and with that, with the height going for her at 6'1", nobody on River Valley is taller than 5'10". So,
Right.
you know, it looks like Bella Vista will have a bit of a height advantage tonight in this one. And then, of course, there's the three seniors who are going to be able to play tonight. Chloe Yanez, who missed a lot of the season, 2 months.
She did, yeah.
Really, she suffered a concussion and really had a tough time recovering from it.
Yep.
But she's back and she's playing, and she'll, you know, she's not a big scorer, but she can rebound for you and play defense. 2.8 rebounds per game. I know that Becky is very, very happy to have her back.
Yeah, I like Chloe on the press. She's a really good defensive player. She gets a few steals, and as you mentioned, the rebounds. She definitely battled back from that concussion. It's good to see her playing tonight. I know she wouldn't have missed this for the world, so I'm glad to see her out there.
When we were here a couple of weeks ago, Autumn Shannon did not play. She will play tonight, which is she's one of the seniors as well, and she averages about 2 rebounds per game. And I know that Becky Stewart is happy to have her back in the lineup tonight. The other senior is Gretel Hess. That was a very cute moment when she was introduced. Not only her sister and teammate Maisie joining her on the walk, but her little sister, a future Bella Vista Bronco we probably will see in the years to come. So.
Yep, it's great to see Gretel out there. She's the family affair. That's a nice touch. And again, you know, Gretel, she's got a little bit more height on her too, so she's a good defensive. She breaks out to the 3 really well, so I'm going to see how she does tonight. And it's just exciting that they get the opportunity to start and show what they can do in front of their family.
So River Valley has finished their warm-ups and are headed off to the bench. The band stopped for a little bit, and then it got real quiet in here. And now Bella Vista is coming off the bench as well, and we are about to have the introductions of the starting lineup and the national anthem here. We had the band on Friday night for the boys, the big boys win over Antelope. That was really kind of cool. It's the first time this year for the boys. And it just adds something when the band is here.
Yeah, there were a couple late timeouts in that game, and then the band kicked on, and the student section went crazy. It was really a fun atmosphere.
All right, so we are just moments away. And it looks like our official scorekeeper tonight for Bella Vista is none other than Sam Graham. She's sitting at the scores table.
Welcome now to the Capital Valley Conference Showdown between River Valley High School and your Bella Vista Broncos. Please rise and join with us in honoring our nation's flag as David Warschmidt sings our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we fantastic job. Thank you for that, David. And now we acknowledge the starting lineups. First for the Falcons. Number 1, Darlene Nizjar. Number 2, Sukhman Kandola. Number 4, Avneet Gill. Number 21, Claudia Dudek. And number 34, Tanvi Joshi. Thomas Zaragoza is the head coach for the Falcons. Here come the Broncos, starting number 1, Ellie Tomei. Number 5, Chloe Yanez. Number 20, Autumn Shannon. Number 25, Greta Hess. And number 32, Ava Jensen. The Broncos are coached by Becky Stewart. Let's have a great evening.
That sounds like a great idea. Let's have a great evening and enjoy tonight's basketball game between Bella Vista and River Valley. Again, the coaches, Becky Stewart in her first year back as the head coach of the Bella Vista Broncos, and Thomas Zaragoza, the head coach at River Valley. And again, a hush has overcome us here at Bella Vista High School as the last-minute planning is underway, and we're about to. This hush isn't going to last very long.
No, it won't. I love senior night. It's just so much fun. The posters, you know, Kristen Hackman put together the posters. The boys basketball team's here cheering them on. The band's here. It's a lively night. I love it.
Speaking of the boys, we will have their game this Thursday night against Wood Creek. That'll be a battle. That'll be a tough one for them, but they're fighting for a playoff spot themselves. So
they are. Yep.
So that'll be a big one.
Do you think they'll wear the cowboy hats like they're wearing tonight?
Well, not when they play. All right. So Hess and Joshi will jump it up, and this is going to go out of bounds, and it will be Bella Vista ball to start. That whistle is loud.
That is loud. It's just ringing for sure. Good to see the seniors getting a start. River Valley's coming out in a man-to-man. Oh, actually a trapping zone. My bad.
All on the floor, boy. See what I can do about that whistle. That's a foul on. That's the first team foul on River Valley.
Does he have a microphone on the whistle?
Well, not plugged into our system. Here's Shannon quickly double teamed, and jump ball. That's going to favor River Valley.
You have amazing equipment, George. I don't know if you have a ref mic though. That's pretty good.
No, we haven't mic'd the refs. We have a floor mic, which we've turned down a little bit. This is Candola with the ball. Now Joshi at the top, the leading scorer, averaging 13 points per game. Darlene Najjar, look at her number. That's Candola that gets the deuce. Look at Darlene Najjar's number. It is actually 0-1.
Oh, you're right. I just noticed that. That's impressive. I've never seen that before, I don't think.
Ball deflected into backcourt. Tomei picks it up. Needs 12 three-point shots to hit 100 for the season. Shannon. Now Tomei thought about it. And now we've got a whistle. And that's going to be on Ava Jensen away from the ball. That is the first foul on Bella Vista, first team foul, and the first personal on Ava Jensen. Here's Gill. Gill to the free throw line. Candola scored the hoop just a few moments ago. Gill with a long three-point shot on the way. Yanez controls the rebound.
There's that rebounding we were talking about with Chloe. She's always in the right spot.
Hess, or Jensen rather. Here's Tomei. Shannon out front. Inside turnaround jumper on the way. That one from Gretel Hess. And Bella Vista deflects it out of bounds, so back to River Valley. The Falcons still with the 2-0 lead.
Nice ball movement on that last set. I think the Broncos will get that set up and it'll work for them in the long run.
Gill works off the screen, and they're going to call a moving screen on Claudia Dudek. That'll be her first personal. Second team foul on River Valley. Substitution already. Allison Byrne coming in, and Avneet Gill will come out. Again, just 7 players on this River Valley team, so they're probably going to rotate them in real quick.
Yep, that's a good observation. That's how they keep them fresh.
Here's Tomei, drives to the baseline, and it's Hess underneath that gets the first 2 points of the game for Bella Vista.
Greta was so excited on that one, gave a nice little second step. That was pretty nice.
Here is a long 3-point shot on the way, and Jensen with the rebound. Her first of what should be at least 11.
Yep.
Tomei. Now here's Hess. Autumn Shannon, she'll take a shot. Tomei wide open there, gets her first 2 points of the game.
Nice rebound by Ellie on the backside. That looks like it's going to be open all night, that backside rebound.
5.5 to go in the opening quarter. Najjar, she'll spot up for another 3-point shot. And that is off the hands of Ava Jensen.
Unlucky by Ava, but as you mentioned with her rebounding ability, she's always near the ball on those rebounds. Even if it goes out of bounds, she's near the ball.
Jensen and Hess will come out. Maisie Hess is now in, along with Mackenzie Dean. There's a long 3-point shot. River Valley controls the rebound underneath. There's the jumper that goes in for Claudia Dudek, and she draws, oh, check that. That's a turnover. 3 in the key? All right, it's 3 in the key.
Nice help by our cameraman JT there with the, always got his eyes open.
Yeah, we can't see everything, so it's good to have the extra sets of eyes. Dean underneath. Najjar controls.
Najjar's really come out really active right now. She's everywhere. She's getting rebounds, taking shots.
Jumper baseline right. That one's from Byrne. Yanez controls. Here's Shannon to the baseline. Shannon tried to draw the foul. No call.
No call, yep. Could have gone either way on that one. She took it
Candola
hard.
will bring it into front court. And that goes off the hands of Candola and out of bounds. So Bella Vista with a 4-2 lead. Couple of substitutions once again. Gill is back in. Ushleen Klar coming in to see her first action. Number 3.
You could tell how Coach Zagora does that. He keeps the rotation so they stay fresh.
He also told me before the game that he's got 5 timeouts and he'll probably use them all.
Smart.
Got a jump ball, and this is going to favor Bella Vista this time.
Nice effort by Ellie Tomei there to fight for that ball, get it back, and win that jump ball.
Shannon to inbound. Tomei, double team. They're coming out and double teaming Tomei right away. They know what's going to happen. They know what she wants to do. They're trying to trap Yanez in the corner as well. And she's there trying to back out. 3 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah,
turnover.
The Falcons were looking for that trap in the corner. They're good at that double team trap.
Couple more substitutions getting ready to come in for Bella Vista. Here's Gill into Klar, and Mackenzie Dean comes up with a steal. Tomei, she's looking for her opportunities, drives in, scoop to the hoop, it dances, it's going to come off, and
close.
Gill controls the rebound. Gill's going to push it into front court, has a little trouble. Tomei with the steal. Tomei looking to go coast to coast with the layup.
Good job by Ellie on that one. She lost the ball and got it back. Well done.
4 points for Ellie Tomei. 6-2 Bella Vista by 4. Najjar. Here's Gill. Works off the screen. Over it goes for the jumper. That's no good from Byrne. And Tomei with a rebound. Weaving her way inside to Dean. Baseline to Yanez. Chloe Yanez with her first 2 points of the game. Nice look by Mackenzie Dean to find her open on the baseline.
I agree, George. That was great. She kept the ball up high and got the pass off.
Here's Gill, tries to split the double team, kicks it over to the right side, and Claudia Dudek with the deuce.
Nice shot by Dudek there from the baseline. That's a tough shot on the baseline. Both Chloe hit one and then Dudek hit one, so a couple baseline jumpers.
4-point lead for the Broncos. Long three-point shot, that's an NBA range, and Tomei tried to follow the shot, couldn't get the handle on the ball. Here's Gill back the other way. Gill drives around Maisie Hess, runs enough of interference to distract her and force the missed shot. Shannon tries to get it inside to Yanez. Dean winds up with it, and she utilizes the backboard for her first 2 points of the game.
Nice.
The bank is open.
The bank is open.
At
Great shot.
8:17 at night on a Monday for Mackenzie Dean as she deposits 2 points. Here's Najjar.
Another good rebound.
Shannon with the rebound. Oh, off the underside of the backboard. That stayed in play. It's a little too tall for Yanez. Gill again tries to split the double team, draws the foul. And that's going to be on Autumn Shannon. That'll be her first.
Seen some good things by these Broncos. They're definitely going for the ball on rebounds, which is good to see. Even fouling your own shot, it's always good to see as well. So,
Avneet Gill is a 67% free throw shooter as she puts the first one in. Rocking the pink shoes tonight. Jensen the rebound.
nice strong rebound by Ava Jensen. She kept the ball up high, and then the official called the River Valley opponent on the foul there. So
looks like
well
that's
done.
on Joshi. Third team foul on River Valley. Greg Paula is in the game now. Jensen has her pocket picked. Gill back the other way. What a save. Still loose on the ground.
Nice effort by both teams there.
But that was Sukman Candola going for it. Flying out of bounds with her back to the floor, was able to save the ball in.
Great hustle.
So Ellie Tomei, Paige Hackman is into the game. Audrey Regpala for Bella Vista, along with Maisie Hess and Ava Jensen. Lots of Bella Vista future on the floor. Of course, they're current varsity players as well. Hackman controls. Here's Jensen. Jensen powers to the rack and lays it in.
What a move by Ava. Good steal by Paige Hackman for the assist as well.
First points of the game for Ava Jensen. 7-point lead for Bella Vista, under 40 seconds to go. Ball deflected out of bounds from behind. Now there's a foul called. This one's going to be on Regpala. That's the third team foul on Bella Vista. The rotation continues for River Valley. Give Coach Zaragoza all the credit in the world for making it work with 7 players.
Yep, smart.
Here's Gill looking for Joshi inside. They're going to call a foul on Jensen. The reach in. That's the second on Jensen.
Next time she'll learn from that. She'll get her body in front between the ball and the man next time.
Candola in the corner. That's Najjar. You knew at some point she was going to make one of those.
Yeah, that's all over the conference, that play. Inbounds play for a corner three. It happens a lot.
Tomei, long 3-point shot. There it is. Needs 11 for 100.
11 for 100. Is that right? Wow, that's amazing. What a shot by Ellie.
That is her 89th three-pointer of the year.
Phenomenal.
Which means the next one's 90.
Yeah.
You want to do these multiples of 10.
Great defense by Autry and Paige with the corner trap again. These girls are fired up.
7-point lead for Bella Vista. Candola to inbound. Joshi open on the baseline. And the time expires. We have come to the end of the first quarter of play, so we've seen a 3-point shot from Ellie Tome. We've seen some solid rebounding on both teams, and we've seen Gurleen Najjar hoist up a few threes and actually drill one as well for River Valley. But their leading scorer, Tanvi Joshi, was held scoreless in that first quarter. Second quarter to get underway with Bella Vista in possession. Paige Hackman to inbound. Here's Reg Paula. Immediately double teamed and has it taken away. Najjar on Hackman. Hackman stays with her. And that was Hackman's defense really that forced that turnover. Tome has the ball deflected away. She tried to get it to Reg Paula. Here's Gill back the other way for two.
Little change by River Valley in that they were starting with a single press up top. Now they're going to more of a trapping up top even. But now they fall back a little bit.
Tome. Here's Reg Paula. Able to split the double team, pick up the dribble. Joshi controls the rebound. Here's Najjar back the other way. Draws the foul.
That's all right. Good hustle by the senior there. Gretel has to get all the way back. She really worked hard for that one. I'm not upset about that foul because we'll see if she makes both these free throws, but fantastic hustle by Gretel there on senior night.
And she gets called for the foul as well, but sometimes you got to do that to prevent the basket. Yeah, I noticed it too.
Mm-hmm. All right, it's working for her.
What do you think, if you're watching at home, what do you think Coach Hackman noticed with his You don't often see someone stand off to the side
no, you don't.
when shooting free throws.
No, if I was number 0 there for Bella Vista, I'd have my hands straight up.
Well, and as it turns out, number 01
it works
makes
for her.
both free throws. 2-point lead. It was 7 just moments ago. And another steal by River Valley in backcourt. And Gill has tied the score.
Yeah, Gill really takes it hard to the basket every single time she has the ball.
Tome. Impala. Hackman's open. Jensen flying in, deflects it out of bounds.
So back to Najjar, you know what I like to see when I see a different setup on a free throw? It tells me that Najjar she's used to that. She's taken a lot of shots and she knows what works for her.
Here's Gill double teamed. Now to the baseline, collides with Jensen. That's going to be the third on Jensen.
Oh, wow. It's critical, yep. Coach Stewart making the sub there to get Ava Jensen out of the game.
Maisie Hess coming in. Autumn Shannon's also going to come back in. Yanez just entered the game on the last dead ball.
I know Coach Stewart, this will be a talking point at halftime, but they're going to work to cut off baseline for Gill. She takes it strong baseline every time.
By the way, we had called it was a tie game. It is now. The scoreboard here in the gym was wrong. So it is 15 all. That is the correct score. Now it's 17-15 as the rebound underneath for Tanvi Joshi gets her first 2 points of the game. Tome, quiet night scoring for Ellie Tome. Quiet, she's got 7 points. She's open. That one comes up short.
Might have been deflected a little bit, but she's got to take it if she's open, so it's good she's taking it.
Avneath Gill finds Byrne. Byrne closed off. Back to Gill. Gill to the baseline.
I think we'll be calling that a lot tonight, Gill to the baseline.
Maisie Hess with the rebound.
Really strong player taking it to the baseline every time like that. Gill's a good player.
Shannon will bring it up. Here's Tome. She'll launch a long one that will bounce off. Joshi the rebound. And Najjar will run the point. River Valley by 2. 5:20 to go in the second quarter. Off the screen from Klar. Oh, a nice Euro step by Gill. She can't get the runner to go. And then the rebound came off to Maisie Hess, and we're going to get a foul called on Joshi. That is at least her second.
Yep. They're keeping her in there, though, aren't they? In the second period, 5 minutes left. That's a bold move.
First team foul in the quarter for River Valley. River Valley won 44-40 on January 8th when these two teams met up in Yuba City. Bella Vista swept the series last year, both games. Shannon. There's Tomei, number 90.
Nice assist by Autumn Shannon as well.
Tomei, by the way, her quiet night continues with 10 points. Najjar with her foot on the line, that dances around a few times, is deflected out of bounds, and Bella Vista will take possession. 1 point lead for the Broncos.
On that last three by Ellie Tomei, Coach Stewart drew up a fantastic cut-through double pick for Tomei in the corner three. It was amazing.
Shannon, high post.
It's
tied up, and this will go over to River Valley.
They tried that same play again this time, but River Valley wasn't fooled.
There's Joshi on Shannon. Joshi to the baseline. She'll draw the foul.
You know, we've had some fouls on those baseline drives, but I like the effort by the Bella Vista Broncos. I like that they're not just letting them get to the hoop.
Second foul on Shannon. Joshi is a 69% free throw shooter.
That's good.
So I would say that would be uncharacteristic
That
of her.
was, yeah, absolutely.
Here's Tomei to the baseline, fade away. And then Tomei gets in there to try and jar the ball loose.
This twice this game where Ellie Tomei followed her shot and almost got that rebound. It's so hard to do when you're shooting a three, but she still seems to be able to get to the ball and almost get a rebound.
So 1 point lead for the Broncos. I see Paige Hackman is rocking the pink shoes tonight too. Gill is trapped at the sideline. Gets the ball back. The runner does not go, but right there underneath to put it back was Byrne. She can't find the basket. And ball will go over to Bella Vista.
Fantastic work by Autumn Shannon. It was Autumn versus three on the River Valley side. She still got the rebound.
Did you do that before I did?
I did that before you. I lost the bet.
There's Shannon high post. And that's going to be a foul on Sukman Kandola, who tapped her chest saying, yeah, that was me.
Yep. Again with that pressure up top. River Valley does that well.
Yanez to inbound. 3:35 to go, second quarter. There's Tomei, immediately double teamed. Yanez thought about it for a second. Shannon. Nice save, but it goes right to Gill. Tomei, the last line of defense, forces the miss. Second miss, and a rebound to Maisie Hess. There's Tomei. Three-pointer, draws the foul. Now, if she makes the free throws, that won't count as a three-pointer.
No, I think we should count it, but no, let's hope she makes these three free throws.
That's on Avneet Gill. That is her first. Both teams at 4 personal fouls.
She didn't even take a dribble. She just steps up and takes the shot.
82% free throw shooter.
Switched it up a little bit now in this game. She's not even dribbling, and it seems to be working for her. She's just in a rhythm, so she just takes the shot.
But an offensive rebound for Bella Vista. And Tomei's fouled, and you know what? She's about to go back to the free throw line for 2 more.
Oh, they're already in the bonus, aren't
Yep.
they?
That'll be the 5th team foul. And that goes on Candola.
I know Coach Zaragoza must be worried with a team of 7 to be giving up this many fouls. He's going to have to make some adjustments the second half.
He's got 2 players, at least by my count, with 2. That's Dudek and Joshi.
2 good players, too.
2 more free throws. Tomei goes 4 for 5 from the line, those last 2 trips. And Bella Vista's up by 5. Mackenzie Dean, another rebound. 2:37 to go in the second quarter.
Bella Vista loves running that high pressure 1-2-2 defense, and it's working for them so far.
Yanez underneath to Shannon, gets her own shot, and she'll head to the free throw line. So you talked earlier about Tomei following her shot. That's exactly what Shannon did there.
Yep, very true.
That's the 3rd on Joshi.
I tell you, those are the things you look for in the second quarter. You look for that effort, and hopefully it transfers the rest of the game. Nice shot.
Autumn Shannon is 100% at the free throw line. And that's a lane violation, so that's not going to count.
Yep, George saw that one for sure.
So
Yep.
she's 3 of 3 on the year. And if she can make this one out, I don't believe in the broadcaster's jinx, but she can bail me out here. Thank you,
Nice,
Autumn.
nice work. Good job, Autumn.
Seven-point Bronco lead. That's been their biggest lead. Najjar.
Good pressure.
Here's Joshi, still in the game. And that's going to go to Bella Vista.
That was 100% Mackenzie Dean with the double team down low like that. It's good to see. I like to see
Looks
that
like
defense.
Thomas Zaragoza is using the first of the full complement of 5 timeouts that he expects to use tonight. I'm surprised, actually, based on what he said, I'm surprised it's taken him till 2:02 in the second quarter to do so. But I will defer to him. He's the guy that's got the 7 players, and he knows what to do.
He knows what to do. He makes the big bucks. I know he's probably keeping them in his back pocket when he really needs them, but he needed one right there for sure.
But you can tell that he's got a plan.
Yeah.
Early in the game, like within the first couple of minutes,
Yep.
he was running substitutions.
He was, absolutely. He's sticking true to his plan. We'll see if it changes second half, but he's staying true to it. You know, the defense is very similar between the 2 teams. It's kind of a start with a 1-2-2 breakout into press and trap in the corners.
Tomei taking her time to take it across midcourt. Shannon. Good defense on the double team. There's Najjar looking for help. This is Candola. You know, River Valley's getting a lot of good looks on the baseline. The problem is they're putting too much on the shots.
They are, yep, a little off on their shots. And
Conference of the officials.
I think wondering if they needed to reset the shot clock or not on that one, but they did not reset it.
Here's Najjar for 3. That's her second triple of the game. Shannon. Loose ball controlled by Yanez. And a travel called? Okay.
Got a little happy feet there.
4-point game.
Ooh, that was close to over and back.
Joshi has it taken away from behind.
Joshi's really been limited down there on the low block. Maisie Hess has got her number tonight so far.
Packman. Tomei. Will stay with Bella Vista. 15 seconds on the shot clock. 56.3 to go in the quarter. Shannon. Here's Dean. Good defense. Did she step on the sideline? Yep.
Yeah, Bella Vista definitely trying to work the ball to the corners for that corner three, but River Valley is breaking out and covering that really well tonight.
It is an aggressive defense by
It
River
is.
Valley.
Yep.
Najar. Now Gill will launch a three.
Man, that corner three is just, that's their bread and butter tonight. We'll talk more about it at halftime, but that is working for them.
Avneet Gill with 8 points in this quarter and a total of 9 for the King. Yanez. Long rebound, 19 seconds to go. Yanez puts up another runner. Dean the rebound. Her putback doesn't go. 3 opportunities for Bella Vista and they can't score. Here's Najar. She'll launch an NBA range three. Rebound underneath and the putback is good for Claudia Dudek. And time will expire, and just like that, trailing most of the game, a few leads here and there.
Wow.
River Valley will take a 1-point lead into the locker room here at halftime, 25-24. Third quarter underway with Bella Vista in possession. Here's Autumn Shannon. She'll launch a three. And a foul.
Wow.
So Autumn's going to get 3 free throws out of this.
Nice quick hitter play coming out at halftime. I like to see that.
Second on Gill.
One quick adjustment at halftime. They came out with Maisie Hess. She's really been a force down there on Joshi. You're right, Autumn is a good free throw shooter. I hope I don't have analyst jinx right there, but she is a good free throw shooter.
Well,
Sorry
she was
about
bound
that.
to miss at some point.
Yep, that's my fault. I will take the blame for that one.
Well, I just remember listening to the great Vin Scully talk about the broadcaster's jinx, and
Yeah.
he didn't buy it.
He didn't buy it good.
He
Well, I
would talk
believe him.
about no-hitters all the time, and they'd still happen. So if the late, great Vin Scully doesn't believe it, I don't either.
Great, that makes me feel a lot better.
On the ground, we're going to get a jump ball. This one will go to River Valley.
Yep.
Bella Vista with Shannon's 2 free throws, as she hit 2 of 3, has taken the lead back. Here's Joshi. Nice move by Tanvi Joshi.
Nice spin move. You go baseline, spin back towards the bucket.
4 points for Tanvi Joshi. Here's Tomei, Mackenzie Dean. And another jump ball will this time favor Bella Vista.
That baseline drive by Joshi was really not falling first half, but now it looks like she's going back to it, so we'll see if it keeps going.
Bushleen Carr is in, number 3. Here's Tomei. Mackenzie Dean. And Jensen is able to clean everything up there.
Nice rebound by Ava Jensen on the backside again.
4 points for Jensen tonight. Bella Vista back by 1. Ping pong match right now.
Yes, it is.
There's a 3-pointer from Dudek. That's going to be Bella Vista ball on the baseline.
Looks like Coach Zaragoza's going offense for defense for Joshi, which is smart to keep her fouls down, but it also means we're going to get out of here sometime next week.
Well, we already started. Well, we already started late too, because the JV game ran long.
It did, that's right.
By the way, it's been a good night for Bella Vista, winning the JV game and the freshman game. There's Jensen draws the foul, and she'll earn a trip to the free throw line.
I gotta say, George, that was a really strong move by Ava Jensen. She wanted that ball and she took it to the cup. I like it.
Third foul on Dudek. Jensen rocking the green shoes.
Yeah, a lot of people have those Kevin Durant sneakers, but she went with the green color. Really stands out.
Jensen tried to use the backboard, finds the rebound a little too hard, gets another rebound, and they're going to call that one a jump ball. And that's going to go over to River Valley.
You know, I've noticed in women's basketball, the officials really call a lot of jump balls. They love that call.
One of the things I noticed when I have done basketball in the past. Here's Gill. Three-pointer from Candola.
Nice shot.
5 points from Sukman Candola.
It all started with Gill keeping that ball alive.
Scoreboard says 29. I thought that was a 3. It's like maybe they just gave her 2 on that.
Yeah. They might get that corrected, but
Tome.
excellent hands by Ellie Tome.
Dean fights for it, but goes off her hands and out of bounds.
See Mackenzie Dean and Ava Jensen both going hard for those rebounds. They want those balls back, and now we're doing a full court press.
Candola. They did give her the 3, by the way.
Yep, you're right.
Here's Shannon with the rebound. Tome will launch another one. I think when I said she had a quiet night in the first half, it was more that she didn't get as many three-point looks as she did
right.
the last time we saw them play.
Yep, absolutely.
It's like a moving screen called. That's going to be on Dudek. That's 4 on Dudek.
Wow.
So a couple of substitutions. Joshy's coming out, and Candola's coming out.
They keep Dudek in there.
They're going to keep Dudek in there. Wow.
Like to see him go down to Ava Jensen in the low block against Dudek right now to get a foul on her. Ooh.
Shannon. Here's Maisie Hess underneath. And she gets the friendly roll. It teased her a bit.
Yes, it was.
First points of the game for Maisie Hess.
She's in the right spot there on that backside. That's been open tonight.
Maisie averaging almost 5 points per game. Here's Dudek. Byrne.
Excellent rebound by Ava Jensen.
Jensen. And then Byrne reaches in to try and get the ball. She's going to get called for the foul.
Yep, they oftentimes call that when you reach across or over the back to try to get the ground, to get the
Okay, so there's going to be a timeout call.
All right.
And looks like that's the second of 5 that Coach Zaragoza is using. So yes, he is, as advertised, he is going to use all of his timeouts, which of course, I remember coaching a youth game where I had 6 players for the whole game. And they all embraced the fact that they were going to pretty much, a lot of them were going to play the whole game.
Right.
They embraced that fact. And I remember the referee actually said to, you know, you got timeouts you can use.
And you didn't call him, did you?
I didn't until it was shortly after he mentioned that. I said, you know what, I am going to give him a break.
Hey.
but yeah, that was.
No, yeah, Coach Zaragoza definitely knows what he's doing. He's got, as you mentioned in the first half, he's got a plan and he's sticking to it. I also noticed he doesn't sit on the chair, which is interesting. So he's
sitting on the bench. Yeah,
he's got his own little
sitting in
style.
the stands.
He's sitting in the stands, exactly. So there's about 8 empty chairs on the bench.
There's Autumn Shannon. The baseline, loose ball. Joshy comes up with it. I think Dudek is now on the bench. And what do we got there?
Yep.
We get a forearm or?
Yep. Those moving screens, these officials are consistent. You know, you can argue as much as you want, but if they're consistent, they're consistent. So you can't argue with that.
Ushleen Klar with her first personal. Shannon will come out. Greg Paula is back in for Bella Vista. Paige Hackman is back into the game as well. Tome. Here's Greg Paula for 3. Jensen flies in for the rebound. Putback doesn't go. Now here's Maisie Hess.
Nice pass by Ava Jensen
Again,
after that rebound.
a couple of great opportunities for Bella Vista, but somebody forgot to open the lid that was on the basket.
Yep.
There's Joshi.
It's a good play. Good play by River Valley.
6 points for Joshi. Falcons by 2. Another turnover by the Broncos.
You know, you like to keep the ball up high there for Ava Jensen, but that was a little too high.
Joshi underneath. She's up to 8.
Yep. Nice
she
drop
had
step.
2 points in the first half, but she's closing in on that average.
Yep.
Tomei has her shot blocked from behind. This River Valley defense, 7 players total on the team, but they've got the energy and they've got the stamina to stay with it. Joshi the rebound. Tomei got a hand on it. And Jensen comes up with the loose ball. Regpala has her pocket picked. Here's Najjar. Najjar has 10. Bella Vista wants a timeout. And quite frankly, I can't say as I blame them. River Valley's jumped out to a 6-point lead.
Yep. If I was Coach Stewart, I would have given that timeout to Zaragoza. He was calling it as well, and that would have got him down to 2, but didn't happen that way.
I'm Zaragoza. I don't want to call a timeout there. I got a
No.
nice run going.
No, I'm not sure why he jumped off the bench to call that timeout, frankly, but
But again, he's got 7 players.
he does. That's a good point. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Najjar has definitely had a game. She, she's living up to that. What is she points per game wise? I mean,
7.6.
Yeah, okay,
And
she's
so
well
she's
over that.
well over her average. She's at 10 right now.
Wow.
Her season high, by the way, is 20 against Faith Christian on December 16th.
Yeah. Good to see Sadie Kino into the ball game. She's going to bring a defensive mindset to this game right now. Hopefully get some stops.
Sadie Keogh, number 22, gets her first touch. There's Hackman. Ball deflected away, and Bella Vista to maintain possession.
Bella Vista has those quick hitters down where they bounce it to the outside and inside and shoot.
Was that a foul? That was just an out of bounds.
Yeah, I think it was a block.
Because I think they're questioning whether there's 5 fouls on someone. So no, it was just. So it was just a deflection out of bounds. Ushleen Clark showing us that she knows how to do jumping jacks, which is actually not a bad defensive position for an inbounds play. Tomei.
From that defense, it looks like they're out in a 2-3 zone, which it's hard to get defensive rebounds in a 2-3 zone, but they really attack the ball in the air. So that was a nice rebound by River Valley.
Foul was on Paige Hackman, her first and the first team foul on Bella Vista. Broncos trail by 6. On defense right now, 2:15 to go in the third. Here's Joshi. Maisie Hess finds the rebound and draws the foul. That's going to be on Candola. Joshi was there too, but
Yep.
it was pretty clear that it was going to be on Candola.
Pretty sure it's shooting too, right? With 5 fouls?
5 fouls, yes.
Yep,
So
the official's on it.
Maisie Hess will go to the line. Only a 25% free throw shooter.
Like I said earlier, the officials are consistent. When you trap in the corner on a press like that, they're going to call that foul. Coach Zaragoza is likely telling his team to fall back now and not press anymore, because that you're going to get called on those fouls, it looks like.
Hackman controls the rebound, looking for some help, and now it's tied up. And it's going to be Bella Vista ball. Mackenzie Dean coming in. Gretel Hess will come out.
Looks like they may go offense to defense with Gretel Hess because she's really good on the press, playing that middle position. We'll see if she comes back in on defense.
Again, good defense by River Valley.
For sure.
They saw what Bella Vista wanted to do and then just swatted away from behind. Here's Joshi. That'll be on Mackenzie Dean. That's her first. They've been sitting on this 36-30 score for a minute or so. It seems like it's taken quite a while here.
Yep. Got really quiet there all of a sudden.
Joshi is a 69% free throw shooter. And this will get her to 10 points for the night if she makes it. So she will hold at 9. Bella Vista trailing by 7. Broncos need to get a run going.
Yes, they do.
Tomei.
Who's going to do it? That's the question, right? I think it's Ellie Tomei.
Works off the screen from Jensen. 18-footer on the way. Rebound underneath. Will it drop in? It does. Maisie Hess.
Again, that backside rebound, Maisie Hess has worked it well.
5-point game. Here's Byrne. Way out in front. Najjar. Candola in the corner comes up with it. Here's Gill. Lost it, and Bella Vista comes up with a much-needed turnover.
That was a big defensive sequence by Bella Vista.
Ushleen Clark getting ready to come in. Tomei.
Yep.
Draws the foul.
Ooh,
and that's going to be on Najjar, her first. And it's free throws.
Happy.
Tomei, the former archer of the Ambrose School in Meridian, Idaho. She's gone from being an archer to a Bronco.
Nice quick free throw release there by Ellie Tomei.
82% at the line this year going into this game. First points of the second half for Ellie Tomei.
Nice press break and a nice press by Bella Vista.
Collision on the court.
Nice to see Ellie Tomei try to help her up there after that foul. It's good sportsmanship.
And by the way, that's the second on Tomei. 3-point lead for River Valley. Here's Candola. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Gill to the baseline. And she finds Candola. Good ball movement by River Valley. Here's Najjar as the shot clock expires. Doesn't hit anything. That's a shot clock violation. 15.9 seconds to go in the third quarter. Broncos down by 3. Maybe Tomei can hit number 91 right here.
Oh, that'd be great. Two beautiful defensive sequences by the Broncos.
Hackman puts it to the floor. 6 seconds. Jensen lost the ball. 1 second. And time expires before Najjar can get a shot off as we have come to the end of the third quarter here at Bella Vista. Again, anybody's ball game. The Broncos, they trailed by 1 at halftime. They find themselves trailing by 3 heading into the fourth quarter. The band was serenading us with Sweet Caroline, but they ran out of time before the big moment.
Bella Vista band's pretty amazing.
Fourth quarter underway. River Valley with possession.
Looks like they're looking for a corner 3 here. Again.
And Sukman Candola steps on the the sideline. They were looking for that corner three, as you mentioned, but she couldn't hold on to the ball and wound up stepping on the sideline. Looks like we got ourselves a technical foul.
Yep. Najjar, she's had a really good ball game, but she's really gotten upset the last two whistle blows by the official, and that'll cost her.
And who do you think's going to take the technical foul shots?
I think Miss 100 3-pointer is going to take it. Great stroke.
Miss 82% free throw shooter.
Yep.
And 18 points on the night for Ellie Tomei.
And I see what Coach Zaragoza is saying. Like in a close game like this, a mistake like that, a mental mistake like that, really costs the team.
So the Broncos are down by one, and of course they had the possession anyway. But they got the two free throws. Here's Tomei. She'll launch. Maisie Hess, nice move to the baseline. 6 points for Maisie Hess.
Well,
Broncos back by one.
Second chance shots right there. It's super key.
Here's Gill, finds an opening. Now finds Byrne. Jensen with the rebound. Here's Shannon, lost the ball, still loose. It's a kick. So that'll be a reset of the clock.
You know, Ava Jensen is getting rebounds, and not only is she getting rebounds, she's finding the open man right away. So it's smart. Not keep it in her hands too long after that rebound.
Shannon works off the screen from Tomei. Yanez is back in the game. Jensen, Tomei open in the corner.
Good try on that one.
Another rebound for Joshi. She's their leading rebounder. And another turnover by River Valley will give possession to Bella Vista with a 1 point lead. And it looks like Coach Zaragoza is going to use another one of his timeouts. That is the third one that he's used tonight. He said he'll use them all. And again, I don't blame him. And I'm not trying to make fun of his situation or anything like that.
Right.
But he volunteered the information.
Yeah,
and it's like, and it made perfect sense for me. And I immediately thought back as I was telling you about that game that I was coaching when I was a youth coach. And again, it was the same thing. And so, by the way, on the timeout now, the band is picking up where they left off.
Nice.
So here comes the big
That's my
moment.
favorite.
Is there going to be a response?
And there is.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I like it. I like it. All right, so I've counted 4 in a row solid defensive sets by Bella Vista. So that's a great start to this fourth quarter.
6:40 to go in the ball game on senior night here at Bella Vista High School. Chloe Yanez, one of the seniors who was honored tonight. Comes up with the loose ball, trapped on the sideline. Autumn Shannon, another one of the seniors that was honored, comes up with the loose ball and draws the foul. Gretel Hess is on the bench right now. She was one. And then, of course, Sam Graham, who's at the scorer's table tonight, keeping the book, injured and not able to play. All 4 of them were honored during the game. Here's a pass that was a little too tall for Yanez and out of bounds. I should say before the game in the ceremony that we had for you right at the outset of our broadcast tonight. We'll talk about the upcoming schedule for both the boys and the girls. The boys have a big game against Wood Creek on Thursday. Here's Tomei, drives in. And she's going to reach in and tie up the ball. That should go to Bella Vista.
Yep. I'll quickly mention Sam Graham working that scorer's table, working the book for Coach Stewart and Coach Jensen. Sam Graham's been critical all year for that position. It's been really helpful, and I know she just wants to be part of the program.
So the officials are discussing right now whose Ball it is. That's what I thought. I thought River Valley started the quarter with possession, so it should be Bella Vista ball. Now, I'm old school. I think they should jump it up, but
Yeah,
that's
agreed. That would solve all those problems, wouldn't it?
After all of that,
Yep.
River Valley winds up in possession. Here's Najjar. Now Gill. Loose ball. River Valley. They're saying possession change, so there's a reset of the shot clock.
Interesting.
Loose ball. And Dean comes up with it for Bella Vista. Here's Shannon. She'll spot up from the free throw line. Autumn Shannon.
Big shot by Autumn Shannon.
6 points tonight for Autumn Shannon. Her point per game average was less than 1. She has 6 points tonight.
What a senior night for Autumn.
There's a runner by Gill. She draws a foul. Avneet Gill will go to the free throw line. 67% free throw shooter.
Yeah, and I do wish that they did the jump ball every time because Ava Jensen, we have Ava Jensen, and that would that would work in our favor.
It's always funny, though, to see like the shortest player and
Yeah.
the tallest player tie
Yeah.
it up. And of course, those two would have to jump it up.
Of course, right.
But
that would be fun.
but that's entertaining, and that's
Yep.
why we're here.
It's equal. It's equal both ways too.
Gill misses them both. Loose ball, and Gill gets her own rebound. On the baseline, and finally, Bella Vista winds up with it. Here's Shannon back the other way. Shannon finds the opportunity down the lane, but she travels. Wasn't quite in the key yet.
She took that coast to coast. She wanted that game or that ball on senior night. I
But
like
she
to
was
see it.
just outside the
Just
lane on the
outside, yep.
side. Under 5 minutes to go. Broncos by 3. Gill off the screen from Joshi. Here's Candola. Najjar once again. Back over to Gill. And Jensen the rebound. Tomei. Shannon back out to Yanez. Jensen. Here's Tomei. Tomei will bring it out. Free throw line. Dean with the rebound, the putback too hard. Dean reaches over everyone, tries to get it, and that's going to be off of Dean and out of bounds.
Almost got another second chance bucket right there by Mackenzie Dean.
Here's Gill. Joshi underneath, draws the foul, and gets the hoop.
Yep.
Chance to tie the game here.
Wow. Excellent bounce pass by Gill. That was a tough pass to make, and Joshi.
That's
finished.
Jensen.
Was she at
Joshi
4?
will go, I've got her for 3, but
Okay.
I may have missed one. She's going to come out of the game. Maisie Hess is back in. Gretel Hess is going to come in as well, and Mackenzie Dean will come out. So you have the Hess sisters. And Joshi, the basket in 1. She's up to 12. Averages 13.
Yep. Doing the offense to defense route.
And just 2 of those in the first half.
Oh, wow.
So she's had all 10. And then
Yep. Moving screen.
moving screen, and that's on Yanez.
Officials are consistent. It's good to see. Unfortunate call for Bella Vista,
Under
but it's
4
good
minutes
see.
to go on senior night. All square. And a travel called on Avneet Gill. Tomei, here's Yanez. She's open. Into Hess. Hess falling to the ground. Misses the shot. That was Maisie, by the way.
Yep.
So both of them are in there. Three-pointer for Najjar. Tomei the rebound. She just holds on to it. She's going to get tied up. This one will favor River Valley.
Every time a player brings the ball down, everybody's on it, just trying to get the jump ball.
Najjar once again now. Candola and Najjar. Here's Byrne. Byrne closed off. Puts that one over Gretel Hess.
LA extended that defense a little bit. She saw those long passes by River Valley and tried to pick one off.
First 2 points for Byrne, and on the overplay she steals. Here's Byrne coast to coast. Can't get that layup to go. Loose ball, and it goes out of bounds. I think it's River Valley ball.
Yep. Bella Vista with the pressure there really hustled back on defense and maybe deflected that shot a little bit or challenged that shot a little bit.
Here's Gill. Crashing the boards. Gill looks like she collided with her own teammate, Ushleen Klar.
Yep.
And then the ball rolls out of bounds. Byrne and Klar will come out of the game. Dudek is back in with her 4 fouls.
Wow.
Joshy's in as well. Shannon.
She took that baseline and she was triple teamed down there on the baseline.
Able to secure possession. 19 on the shot clock. Here's Tomei. Tomei just being hounded. Hackman. Now Shannon's open. Rebound underneath Jensen. Can't get the shot to go. Another putback won't go. Candola the rebound.
That was a good play.
Najjar. They've got Dudek posting up down low. Najjar off the screen from Joshy. Tries to get it into Gill off her foot. And a travel.
Yeah.
Candola came up with it, shuffled the feet on the loose ball. River Valley by 2.
What a game.
Under 2 minutes to go. Still anybody's contest.
Bill, this is trying to get it to the top of the key there, but
Tomei loses it. Here's Gill on Hackman. Collides with Hackman.
good hustle by Paige Hackman.
Yeah, I'll give her a lot of credit there. Take the foul, force her to make the shots at the free throw line.
Absolutely. It's like Coach Stewart trying to call a timeout to ice the free throw shooter. I know Coach Stewart's been talking to all defenders to really get back on defense, and if you're going to foul, definitely within the rules of the game, definitely have the foul without letting the shot go in. So
yeah,
you
and
that.
I think that was textbook by Paige Hackman.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you want to do. Now she made the first, so we'll see what happens coming out of the timeout.
Yep.
And so that's Bella Vista's second timeout. The lead is 3 for River Valley. Tanvi Joshi, by the way, is now at 13 points. Her average.
That's her average,
and she has 13. Wow. She had 13 against Bella Vista in the previous matchup as well. Ali Tomei sitting at 18 points, just 2 points here in the fourth quarter, and actually just 4 points here in the second half. So they've done a really good job defensively on Ellie Tomei.
Yes, they have. Yeah, that top of the three-point line press that they're running a little bit really, because I think River Valley knows that we're trying to get it to the top of the post there with our bigs, but they've cut it off a couple times in a row.
So here's Avneet Gill, 67% free throw shooter, just made the first. She's at 10 points on the night. Bad pass. And another turnover by Bella Vista.
Yep. Now they're going to have to play sound defense and not foul down 3.
1:30 to go. Right now they're trying to trap on the sideline. Byrne, they've got her in the corner. Inside.
Good defense, ladies.
And they take it away.
That was good. Smart defense without fouling. A foul there would have been bad.
Maisie Hess pushing the ball up court. Here's Hackman. Hackman looking for help. Tomei in the corner. Back out to Hackman. Loose ball, and it is controlled by Byrne. So again, Bella Vista needs
Now
to,
they need to foul.
under a minute to go.
There's only they only have, they have 4 fouls, right? So they need to
Yeah,
foul.
so it'll be free throws. And now they reach in. Paige Hackman called for the foul.
One more.
So that should be the 5th, yes. So that will be
that
free
is the
throws.
fifth. Thank you. Yep, good call.
And Avneet Gill will go back to the free throw line. Made 1 of 2 just a moment ago. She's at 11 points on the night. 49 seconds to go. 49.7 to be exact. Gill's free throw is off. Loose on the ground. That should be Bella Vista ball.
Close. Hold on. So now they need to foul again.
It sure looked like River Valley knocked that one
It
out.
did.
But they're going to say it's their ball. So
Yep.
they got a foul again. Clock is running out. We saw this last time.
Yep, we did, didn't we? It's the same score too.
Oh,
Nice.
there's a
Good
steal by Tomei. Tomei all the way in, gets the deuce. And a timeout called by Bella Vista. 31 seconds to go.
Smart call by Coach Stewart. She's going to talk through what to do in this situation.
Yes, and they're going to have to foul. You cannot let them run the clock out.
Nope, not enough time.
So you defend the inbounds pass here. You try and force the steal.
Yep. And if you take it to the bucket on offense, look for River Valley to foul because they have a couple fouls to give.
Right.
So hopefully you're strong with the ball and you maybe get an and one opportunity.
Now there is 33 seconds to go, and the shot clock in girls basketball, you can probably see it if you look closely at the in-house scoreboard here. You can see that it's all set up there.
Yep.
33 seconds and then 30 seconds on the shot clock. And so the girls play with the 30-second shot clock. The boys play with the 35. So they're going to have to get a shot off, even if they do run the clock down. But that would leave Bella Vista with only 3 seconds if they were to hold it for the violation.
Yep. Yeah, I don't see it. I think I'd like to see a Bella Vista win here would be River Valley shoots when there's probably about 10 seconds left. Bella Vista gets the rebound and takes a timeout.
So River Valley to inbound with a 2-point lead. Immediately in the corner, they're pressuring.
It's a full court press.
They have time. Try and force the turnover. 24 seconds to go.
Coach Stewart elected not to foul until now.
And now Tomei's reaching in to try and get the ball. So they let some time go off the clock.
I
Not
like
necessarily a bad call.
No, definitely not.
Give them time to maybe try and force the turnover.
Yep.
And then foul if you have to, and that's what they did. That's the third on Tomei. And so here's Gill at the free throw line.
They had a couple opportunities for a steal there. So if she misses this, you want to get a quick timeout.
Last 2 trips to the line, she made the first and missed the second. Mackenzie Dean is coming out, and Jensen's back in.
Coach Stewart has who she wants on the court right now. Get ready for the...
And she makes both of them this time.
No timeout.
17 seconds. And another turnover by Bella Vista. Gonna have to foul.
Yep.
And Tomei.
Jump ball call.
Oh,
Wow.
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 And that's
He
going
wants
to
keep
favor Bella Vista.
Yeah, he wants to keep it interesting. All right, 8 seconds left. So you got to go for a 3 or a drive straight to the bucket and foul.
Yeah.
Whatever the defense gives you.
You do not have a lot of time here.
No, you do not.
Here's Tomei. Clock is ticking. Tomei will launch the jumper. Won't go. Jensen, they get it over to Hess. The time will expire, and the game will come to an end. River Valley sweeps the season series with a couple of 4-point wins not much difference in score as well, as they win this one tonight by a score of 46-42. They took the one earlier 44-40.
Wow.
So very close. Two fairly evenly matched teams.
Yeah. Yep.
And again, I got to say, it's probably the same story as the previous matchup, and that
Very
is
similar.
the missed opportunities, lots of turnovers, and then some shots underneath that just didn't go in.
No, absolutely. It was neck and neck the whole game. I mean, my synopsis of it all is just Josie, number 40 or 34, came back and had a fantastic second half. That helped. Bella Vista's second chance points were phenomenal. I love that. That's really a solid job by Bella Vista. But it was really just a neck and neck ball game all game. Nobody could get separation, and then it was over.
So it's a 46-42 win for the Rivers Valley Falcons tonight as they come down from Yuba City. 7 players strong, and I tell you what, it looks like Coach Zaragoza has that routine working for them. That's their 10th win of the season overall, and their 3rd win in league play. They are now 3-5 in the Capital Valley Conference. But you know, you gotta be impressed with when there's just 7 players. The way they stuck with it, stuck together, and he really does have a good substitution system working for him.
He really does, George. Yeah, and I mean 30% of their total wins this year came in conference, so that's definitely saying something. That's a strong conference performance this year by River Valley, and like you said, the 7 players strong. Sometimes that's a benefit, you know. He really has a program set up where he knows when to when to call timeouts, when to sub, and what to do. So. Good job by him.
Taking a look at the schedule here for the Bella Vista girls team, they have this game tonight here. They just lost to River Valley by the 46-42 score. Doesn't get any easier for them.
Nope.
Trip to Wood Creek next on the 31st. So on Wednesday night they will be at Wood Creek, and then they will finish out the season with a game here against Inderkum on February 2nd. Actually, that's this Friday.
Yep.
And then one game next week at Yuba City to close out the regular season for the Lady Broncos. But obviously a tough one tonight. But one of the things that, in talking with Coach Stewart before the game, is that she feels like she's building a foundation. It's her first year back. She's got the coaches set up at the lower levels, the freshmen and the JV. The freshman team is 6-0 in Capital Valley Conference play this year. They had a nice win today. The JV team with a win today as well. They've had a pretty. They're kind of like right around 500 this year. So and we were talking during the JV game about some of the players on the JV team that we think might be able to step forward and contribute at the varsity level next year. So she's definitely got a pipeline to build from. Ellie Tomei is back next year as well.
Yep.
And then of course there were the 4 seniors who were recognized before the game tonight. Those being Chloe Yanez, Autumn Shannon, Gretel Hess, and Samantha Graham. And Samantha Graham having a role in the game tonight, even though she couldn't play, as she was the home scorekeeper. So, and that's one of the things that Coach Stewart was really happy about with her.
Yeah.
How she stayed with the team despite the injury, and how she just
a lot of
wanted
heart.
to still be part of it.
She did,
in some way.
absolutely. And that role is so important for Coach Stewart, you know, and the program. So she knew she was needed for that, and she stuck around. Just tip of the cap to these seniors, these 4 seniors on this squad this year. They've been here every day. They've been going to practice. You know, it's just been a tip of the cap to them for sure. And as you mentioned, you know, a lot coming back for next year, so a lot to look forward to as well.
Well, it's been a pleasure to get to know the girls' team, Coach Stewart. It was Scott.
Likewise,
It was great to have you on board here with us tonight and our game a couple of weeks ago. So maybe we should do a few of these next year.
Let's do it. Yeah, I'm game. I'll be here.
Sounds good. Sounds good to me as well. All right, so we went over the girls' schedule. Our next live stream here on YouTube, the Bella Vista boys will be taking on Wood Creek on Thursday, February 1st. So we'll have that one for you at 7:30. That is this Thursday. Then they get a trip to Inderkum on February 5th, next Tuesday, and then closing it out, or next Monday, or closing it out then on Wednesday of next week on the 7th against Yuba City. So, and we'll be there for that. That'll be senior night, the game against Yuba City, senior night for the boys team. So we'll have the Wood Creek game and the Yuba City game here on YouTube. Thank you very much for joining us. We want to say thanks to the folks again here at Bella Vista, for Becky Stewart, the head coach, for John Hardwick, the athletic director as well. It's been a lot of fun doing the lacrosse and the football games and the basketball games. It was really kind of fun to come in and learn a little bit about the girls team and get a few of their games. Maybe we can get more on next year as well.
Absolutely, yeah. I know everybody's happy to have you, George, and thanks for all you do.
Our camera operator tonight is Julie Tharlson. Our producer is JT Stewart. Now speaking for Scott Hackman, I'm George Tharlson. Once again, River Valley wins it tonight by a score of 46-42. 46-42 is our final score. Good night, everyone.
Good night.